Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am FIRDAUS JAMALUDDin with the identification ID which is 162787989. So in this video I will present it about the tourism impact in JB, Johor Bahru, Malaysia, to be specifically in Country Garden, Forest City. Thank you and tune in. Okay guys, to be more general, Johor, the southernmost state of Peninsular Malaysia, is made up of 8 districts comprising of Johor Bahru, Segamat, Muar, Pontian, Batu Pahat, Mersing, Kota Tinggi and Kluang. Johor Bahru, or short form is known as JB, is the popularly known as the main administrative centre for the state government and a bustling commercial hub. So what makes JB become a famous hotspot tourism destination, which is because it is located nearby the other country, which is Singapore, and they are connected with the causeway link. So 30 kilometers southeast of Johor Bahru is the second link which connects Tanjung Kupang to Tuas in Singapore, and located within the districts are the Sultan Ismail International Airport, Johor Causeway second link, and the Johor Bahru International Ferry Terminal. Okay, just for the introduction. So now we move on to the impacts of tourism that are happening in the Forest City, Country Garden, Johor Bahru. Okay, Country Garden, Forest City. Country Garden, Forest City comprising of 4 man-made islands spanning 30 kilometers square. The newly built Forest City will be smart and green futuristic city that combines environment, technology, that creates the unique ecosystem there. So who are the developers for these mega projects building? The developers known as Country Garden Holdings, a private firm that ranked among China's top 10 developers. This work began in 2014 on a project that was remarkably even by the standards of other massive projects in Johor. This new project, named Forest City, hopes to comprise some 2,000 hectares. These mega projects also invite local partners, which is Esplanade 88, a company partially owned by Sultan Ibrahim, the Sultan of Johor right now. So it is being built exclusively on reclaimed land in the streets of Johor. The process of these high-end buildings was from the embankment of the seas between Johor and Singapore, but the seas are very little, so the process of embankment happened there. This development had gone through all the assessments such as environmental impact assessments and other assessments to make it legal and trusted by the stakeholders to buy the shares there. The development of this mega project really caught the eye of the world, and many stakeholders from various countries have been bought the share there. Issues arose here is that the former PM, which is Tun Mahathir Mohamad, disagree about this development as the buildings are too expensive for the local, and this could have been the foreigners only can buy it. Eventually, the point of the building of these mega projects, which is to attract more investment for outsiders. So what happened? What are the impacts for this building? For the tourism impacts that happen in Forest City Country Garden, the economic impacts happen to this area. The construction of this country garden city managed to become one of the significant tourism values in Johor Bahru especially. The scenic and beautiful features of the city have attracted local and even foreigners to come visit as well as invest towards this project. So a lot of shopping malls, beautiful beaches, luxury accommodations can be found here. The visitations and expenditure that occurred in the city has formulated enormous income and escalating the financial economy in Malaysia, to be exactly in Johor Bahru. Furthermore, the projects also have the features of sustainability, which has been their added values. The preservation and the modern technologies, the combination of these two elements used in this luxury city will sustain them, and it should not harm this area surrounding them, which will preserve them as well. Okay, so we move on to the negative impact which is observed towards the Forest City Country Garden in Johor Bahru. So as been observed and identified, there is a social problem issues here. The building of the city has affected the social impact towards the local communities, local residents there. The gap between the local and the foreigners are too magnificent, and sometimes the local could not feel that they are on their own lands. So the surrounding they have changed totally, which makes the local feel unwanted. Furthermore, the incredible price for each of the foods and beverages and also the souvenirs that sold there have become among the reasons why the luxury city have built a barrier towards the social impact issues there. Okay, for the recommendation, as we can see from the previous discussion, the issues arise is the development of the forest city and incoming of the enclave tourism that occurred in the area. So less local development, involvement and unwanted feeling that was identified from the tourism happened in the area of Country Garden for the city. Hence, Johor government or the local authorities in Johor must play their essential role in attracting back the local residents' interest towards the building of this luxury city. So I have my opinion here, which is maybe at least they have a quota for the local residents in the city so that they can have the sense of belonging there. So when the government give them the quota to stay there or give them the quota to own a building there, so they can promote the place without any doubt, without any many questions. They will feel proud and promote this place to others. So next, the authority also should have initiated many job vacancies and chances for the local in order to distinguish the barrier between the local community and the tourists. So by doing these solutions, they will enhance the communication between the host community and also the foreigners, tourists. By giving them the opportunities in involving with this forest city, it is believable that this will increase their income and the socio-economic of the local community, and the cities will be protected by the local community. So I think that's all from me for the video for the impacts of tourism in Johor Bahru, specifically in Country Garden Forest City. So see you later. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.